Mass Effect Legendary Edition with randomized decisions. If you are excited for today's episode, make sure you hit that like button down below, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, guys. We are on Novaria still. We did the Peak 15 fixes in the last episode. In this episode, we're looking to move on to the actual lab and see about taking down Benezia, Saren's right-hand woman. Making good progress here. In the game in general, I'm so... Is it not going to pop up? Okay, not going to pop up. Usually there's a Arachni there. I'm so excited to keep on going through these games. I'm actually just really excited to get the Mass Effect 2. Not that I don't love Mass Effect 1, because I do.
Decontamination
I just,
and transit
yeah.
hub. User alert. Loose contaminants in the decontamination chamber. Access to passenger tramways inadvisable.
Access to passenger tramways. Alright. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
We could hotwire the door. Looks like the trams to the subsidiary.
Well, let's do this. Haha. Oh. And that was easy.
Control group, loosen them. They're in. Can't escape.
Sorry, dude.
The tunnel. Sorry. The leads couldn't get to the thing struck.
And oh, there you go. Doop, and open up. And yep. Okay. There's still one alive. There we go. Moving on. And put that away now. Definitely a creepy vibe they gave this one, this planet. And there's the tram. Okay. Everybody on board. Cool. Saving content. Let's go. Sorry about that, guys. I actually had to completely reboot my capture card. I don't know what is going on with it. But we're back up now, and cross my fingers, because I still want to record this episode and another episode that it just keeps working for me.
Now arriving at Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
Woo. And here we are. Okay. And to here.
Stand down. Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
Can those things work a train's controls?
Hell if I know. I'm not assuming any goddamn thing. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot, but I'd like to know who you are.
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
My name is Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Huh. I won't look a heavily armed horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. The first we knew, the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
You were taken by surprise and had civilians to protect. You did a good job, Captain.
Yeah? Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
I've got business with her. Stay out of my way.
All I can do is hold out here and protect the civilians.
There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. Can take you down to the hot labs.
Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
Tell me about Rift Station.
I can't talk about everything. What do you need to know?
Tell me about the defenses here.
Secure enough that you shouldn't poke in corners.
Pick a number between 1 and 5. Really? Pick a number between 1 and 5.
I just wanted to offer some deployment advice. You're lucky these things are dumb animals. 3 coordinated guys could take this place.
Have you checked the layout yet? Easily defensible by a few people. That's not counting the automated defenses.
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
Automated defenses can be overridden.
What impresses me most is the turrets, alarms, and cameras. They're all routed through a central location out by the quarantine labs. One guy can lock down the whole facility. The security hub's the last logical fallback, and we'd have cover from the turrets all the way.
What kind of research is done here?
Beats me. I'm not supposed to know. So long as people don't start dying, it's not my problem.
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
I need to know more about the situation in the hot labs.
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick, stable one. Something goes wrong, they heat it up and sink it into the ice. Normally, the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. We've got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only. Listen, I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial wave. They made it inside. We lost some good people. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Hell! Man the perimeter!
Not now, Shepard.
Really?
Thanks for the help. Every few hours, a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
We're all in the same boat.
Here's a random number.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
Okay, so there's 2 ways that I can go about this. I can go forward, which is the longer way, or I can go back, which is a lot shorter. I'm going to do a randomizer to decide which way I'm going to go about doing this. So, basically, flip a coin. Heads is forward, tails is back. I'm going to do heads is forward, tails is back. Flip a coin.
It landed on tails.
We're going back, so we're doing the easy way, guys. Okay. I think I'm going to start flipping coins for decisions of 1 and 2. 1 or 2. And it would be 1 or 2 heads or tails. It's easier to say flip a coin than pick a number between 1 and 2. Okay. Here we are. Yeah, actually, the way the heads would have been like a lot more talking, and this way is a lot more combat. So that's kind of the way we're going.
Are you here to secure the situation?
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
That's right. I'm a Council Spectre. Who are you?
I am Yaroslav Tartakovsky, the operations director. I would stand and shake hand, but You must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will...
Sorry about that again. I don't know what the hell is going on with my capture card, guys. It is driving me nuts. It's getting worse.
Wait, is there an Asari matriarch here?
Sorry? I have not seen one.
She must be at Rift Station, Commander.
This is not important. You must be listening. Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
I guess I'll do this. Pick a number between 1 and 4.
They brought it
Here's
here
a
to wake it
random
up?
number. 3.
Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
Separating
Here's
them
a
from their
random
mother
number.
didn't work.
1.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
Then all we need to
Here's
do
a
is bring
random
her
number.
here.
1.
No, I am sorry, but this will not work. These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
I don't have time for
3.
this. If the matriarch isn't here, we're leaving.
I do not want so much to be here myself, but the Mira system, she will not let you leave. Is failsafe, you understand? You leave without arranging to eliminate Rachni, maybe they spread.
Okay, so we actually have to
I
do
am
this.
feeling not so well.
Okay, so we do this.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira the
Ugh. Dude, you got a hole. Alright. Dead. Let's move on. Sorry, dude. Alright. You.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
I'm just gonna do this.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
I'm gonna see how this works out. Pick a number between 1 and 3.
Here's a random number.
Semper
3. That is not the correct code. Please report to security for arrest and interrogation.
I was hoping for that.
Activate the
So
neutron.
I'm
we're
sorry,
gonna
but I
actually
can't
do
do
it
that
because
without
we have
proper
to.
code authorization.
Code input 875-020-079. Code Omega. Local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
Alright, let's go. Alright. over there. Die? Okay. I think that's them all. That's all of them. Yeah. Sorry, dude. I'm leaving your corpse. And it go boom, boom. Boom, boom. Come on. There we go. Boom, boom. I'm in darkness. And I want light. Okay. So we did that. Now we're going to go back up here. And I'm pretty sure we're just going to have some more combat because of this. Alright, guys? More combat? Ready? Let's go shoot some people. Because he's not here anymore. Yeah. I'm trying to get my timer back up on my screen because I don't think I'm going to have any more decisions left to do in this episode. At least not for a while.
I'm sorry about this, Shepard. We've got orders from Venezia.
Yep.
Open fire!
Ow. Let's do this. Hey, Garrus, you're in the way. Alright, he's dead. I did nothing. There we go. And now these turrets are activated, or the drones. And you, we can sabotage. There we go. And moving on in. See what I mean about more combat? There we go. Did you guys stand still? How about... Yeah, you stand still. Stay in stasis. There he goes. There we go. Okay. Oi. I see you up there. Those could break. Jeez. Learning something new all the time. I haven't done this way of beating Noveria in a very, very long time. So this is interesting. I've always taken the other option. Okay. Oh, that was a new... I want to check... Well, for starters, why not? Why not? What you, Garrus? How you doing over here? Hey, you're fine with what you got. Alright, let's move in. I think this is where we go? Yes.
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
We don't have to fight. You can return to the Citadel with us.
I think not.
Well then. Yeah, put me in stasis. I see how it is. Okay, here we go. Boss battle. Benezia. You know, I can do that too. And now Geth. Alright. I'm gonna head this way. Move. Because they seem to be all over here. I see that. Let's do... How about that? Oh, you're gonna be like that, huh? So, fly. Okay, you will neural shock. Down you go. One more over here, isn't there? It's always kind of an interesting design for a boss battle in my mind. Alright, that's dead. Oh, good job. Let's do lift, and then we will do throw. Aww.
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
The Rachni didn't cooperate with you. Why should I?
I will not betray him. You will. You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
Why are you able to break free of his control now?
I sealed a part of my mind away from the indoctrination, saving it for a moment when I could help destroy him. It will not last long.
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
So you could turn on me again?
Yes, but it would not be my will, Shepard. People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
The ship that attacked Eden Prime? I didn't think anything that size could land on a planet.
It has a very powerful Mass Effect drive, but that is not Sovereign's true power. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
How does something that big go missing?
4,000 years ago, a star nearby went supernova. The shockwave propelled the relay out of its system, but did not damage it. Its precise vector and speed are impossible to determine. As millennia passed, the nebula created by the nova enveloped the relay. It is difficult to find any cold object in interstellar space, particularly something swathed in hot dust and radiation.
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
Tell me where the Mu gate is before I lose my temper.
Of course, Commander. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's location isn't enough. We need to know where to go from there.
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should... Oh, you should... Die.
I should die? I don't think that's gonna happen. And she put me in stasis. Lovely. There we go.
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
3.
First you turn on the Council, now on Saren. You're not loyal to anything, are you?
I suppose that is how history will know me.
Very dramatic.
No light. They always said there would be a...
Bye-bye. I guess I should feel bad for Liara. But I don't. Alright guys, we are definitely calling that an episode because my freaking capture card gave out again. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe down below. Other than that, guys, I hope you have a good one, and I will see you